Hello, sellers. A very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Malvika, and I welcome you all to the webinar.
Sure. Thank you, Malvika.
Yeah, I we can see your screen now. Sure. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. A warm welcome to all the sellers. I could see through the polls that we have got sellers across EasyShip. We have got sellers who are currently working even for under FBA, or there are also sellers who are currently working on Sellerflex. So we have a mix of sellers. We have got some, we have started this learning series. So this is the first session of this learning series. We have got some potential enablers, some tools, some programs which we would want to talk about, and these can help you to potentially succeed, especially with respect to the upcoming festive season. So we'll cover these topics which will help you increase your chances of growing your business and operations better, especially with respect to the coming festive season. You can consider using these tools. You can consider adopting to these programs. So with respect to, we'll talk about listings, we'll talk about detail page, keywords, the question that we had. We'll also talk about buy box, coupons, sponsored products. We'll also talk about two programs, which is EasyShip Prime and minimum order quantity. And for the sellers who are handling their operations on their own, we'll also talk about how you can handle your operations better, how you should process your orders, what should be your routine, how you can control your orders, and how you can operate better. Okay. So towards the end, we also have an exciting announcement which we would make at the end of this presentation. So you can stay tuned for that. And so let's begin. Let's begin with our agenda for the day. So the first point is where we want to talk about the product detail pages. So these product detail pages are very important for your products. These are the actual relevant information which the customers want before they make a purchase decision. So when the customers are doing an online shopping, they don't know about the product. They cannot feel the product. They cannot touch the product. So this product detail page is a very important page which talks about your product. So eventually this page is which would help the customer to make a decision whether or not to buy the product. Okay. So after the customer has found your product, reached to your product page, now you have to put out the details on the product detail page, which would help the customers to make this decision. The four key attributes which help a product detail page to be good is, first is title, second is bullet points, third is product description, and fourth is browse note. So the product title, that is very essential because that talks about like what's the basic product about. It gives the first thing that the customer would read is probably the title. Then the bullet points talk about the major qualities or the major features of the product. So you should carefully write your bullet points. The bullet points should communicate the major points of about the product. And then comes the product description, which gives out the detailed information about the product that you are selling. So when the customers, they come to your page, they would check the title, they would see the bullet points, they would see the product description, and basis that they will make the purchase decision. The browse note, that is also very important because when the customer comes coming through either some category pages, coming through some categories, they browse through each and every category, then subcategory, and reach out to the product. So it's very important that your product is tagged to the right browse note, so that even when if the product is X, it should be under the similar products of X, it should be under the right browse note. Okay. If the product is not under that right browse node, what would happen is the sellers who are coming, the customers who are coming via the category pages, they would not find your product. So for example, if a customer say wants to buy a chair, so he would go to furniture, then he would go to chairs, then he would go to say plastic chairs. So that is the kind of browse node that you should put, so that if I am going through that route as a customer, I should be able to find your product under the right browse node. Now, if you think that you need to improve your product detail page, you can work on all these points, and the major is images. The images are very essential for your product. It helps the customer to expect and to understand what the product would look like. It also helps satisfy the expectation of the customer that once he receives, this is how the product is going to look like. So to improve your product detail page, you can work on these points. You can even take help from the SPN services. So you can go to Seller Central and search for SPN services, and they can help you get these product detail page corrected. If you want to get some guidance, what you can also do is you can go to Seller Central. On the top right, there is a help option, a search bar. You can type in style guidelines. So as soon as you type style guidelines, you'll get useful tips about the formats, how should the image quality be, what should be the content, and how you should classify the products. Okay, we'll move to the next page. So the next topic that we have for you is keywords. So we asked this question, how many of you put down the keywords for your products? So there were a few sellers who have already used keywords for their products, for their listings, and there are other sellers who are still not aware about the keywords. Right. So what happens, a lot of customers when they come to Amazon, whether through app or whether through the portal, what they do is they search for the products by typing in on the search button, on the search bar that we have on Amazon website as well as Amazon app. So when the search is happening, what happens is customers search by entering keywords, and these keywords are matched against the information that you have put in for your listing. So these keywords are matched in the title, they are matched for the description, and so on. All the information that you have put up related to the product, these keywords are matched on that. What you can also do is in your product listing, there is also an option to add keywords. So if you go to manage inventory, you go to any ASIN and then click on edit. So under a menu option, you would also find an option to add additional keywords. So when you add these additional keywords, what would happen is, for example, if you are selling headphones, so now you can also add terms such as earphones, earbuds in keywords, because these terms would not be a part of your description, they would not be a part of your title, and hence you can add these as an extra keywords, so that whenever a customer is searching for something and there is the algorithm is trying to match and find out the relevant products, they can check through these keywords. Right. So what you can do is, if you want to go ahead with this, if you want to check what are the keywords, if you want to add the right keywords, just go to Seller Central. On the top right, you would find this option, help button, the search bar. On that search, type optimize listings for search. As soon as you type this optimize listings for search, what would happen is it would give out the details as to how you can add keywords, what are the kind of, where all can you add the keywords, what is the type of keywords that you should add and what you should avoid. So you can just go to your Seller Central. On top right, you'll find the search button and you can click on optimize listings for search. Okay, so first we talked about the product detail page, where you should fill in the right details about your product, where you should uh, put up a right title, the bullet points, product description, choose the right browse node. Then we covered that you should also put in your listings, you should also put keywords, because these keywords would help. These are the keywords which are matched against the information when the customers search. Okay, next we talk about buy box eligibility. So what happens is, buy box or the featured offer, this is the offer which appears near the top of the product detail page, where the customers can buy now. So if the customer clicks on buy now or add to the shopping cart, this is the offer for which the product gets added to the cart. Right. Why does this happen? Because Amazon.in is a marketplace, and a key feature is that there is more than one sellers. There are multiple sellers who can sell the same product. Right. So if there are multiple sellers who are offering the same product, then what happens is one seller would have a buy box while the others would appear in other offers. So for the seller who would have the buy box, the advantage would be that as soon as the customer clicks on buy now or clicks on add to the shopping cart, the offer from the buy box seller would be added to customer's cart. Okay. So now what happens is, how does it is decided, like what are the criteria that are used to evaluate who would be getting buy box. So your performance metrics, they are very important. You need to maintain a right performance metrics, whether it's your cancellation rate, late shipping rate, order defect rate, valid tracking rate. These all are the performance metrics that you need to maintain, and all the performance metrics help to decide they all are a part of criteria which decide for the buy box. Next talks about the quality of product. So what is your return rate? What are the product ratings which are given by customers when you have sold out those products? So these all decide how the buy box has been calculated, or what are these are the criterias which are used to decide about the buy box. Okay, so the first point what we talked about was that we create the listings, we have the right title, we have the right images, we have the right bullet points, we have the right description, and as then what we do is then we add the keywords, and then after this has been done, then we work towards the buy box eligibility. So as soon as we start having these criterias, better performing on these criterias, which includes the performance metrics, what are the quality of products that we are giving to the customers, which is calculated through the return rate and the product rating given by customers, then the third point also comes about the order volume, like how much are you shipping, how much is the order volume that you are getting for that product. Okay, so with all these criterias, the buy box is decided. So buy box keeps on changing. So there are different sellers basis these criterias which get the buy box. So you should have a good quality product listing. Once you have a good quality product listing, then you should have good criterias which decide the buy box. Okay, let's move to the next. So now that you have got the buy box, or now that you have optimized for buy box, how you can improve further. So first is the fourth point of our presentation is coupons. So these are seller powered coupons. This is a self-service tool in which you can provide some increased price benefits to the customers. So they are very easy to redeem. There are no external requirements of using some coupon codes, some promo codes. There are no loyalty cards. Nobody needs to go anywhere to download these or register these. So what happens when the customer goes to buy a product, on the same page where the customer is buying, where the customer clicks on add to cart or buy now, he also gets an option to apply for the coupon. So you can configure the coupons as per your preferences. You can even choose to target coupons only to the prime customers. Another option what you get is you can limit the redemption to once per customer as well, so that you can offer the coupons to different customers. Now, whatever we discussed about during the first, second and third point, that will help make the purchase decision for the customer. So customer will be able to know about your product and will probably help to make the purchase decision. Now, to make this purchase even better, to make the offer even more lucrative, you can use coupons. So these coupons are seller powered. They are self-service tool. You can just go to Seller Central on the top right, again on the search bar, search for coupons, or even under advertising, there is a option of coupons. You can go and configure these coupons and you can offer additional offers, additional attractiveness for your offers to the customers. Next point is about sponsored products. So sponsored products is about advertising. So this is advertising through the sponsored product helps you to put your products potentially in front of the customers which are coming to Amazon during the festive sales. So the customers so potentially the number of customers who are coming to the website, that also increases during the festive season. So there are potentially some new customers as well who are coming to the website for the first time. And what happens is when you use sponsored products, when you advertise your products through sponsored products, more and more customers will potentially see your products, and this would help you to get the conversion as well. So another advantage what you get is, say some customers come and discover your products during the sale, they buy it out for the first time, they try it out during the festive season, then going forward, if they like their product, they can even become your repeat purchaser as well. Right. So I hope most of you would already be using sponsored products. So if you are already using a sponsored product, you might consider increasing your budgets to capture the increased festive demand that we would get in the time to come. Okay. So these are the two important avenues which after you have done well on your listings, after you have put up the right description, right title, right images, then you can also offer coupons and sponsored products on your products. Okay. So while you decided on the pricing, there's also a tool which you can use. This tool is called as Automate Pricing. So this tool helps you to automatically adjust prices on SKUs in your catalog uh, with some events, such as if the buy box price is changing, you don't have to go again on every SKU again and again and change your price. You can use this tool, which is called as Automate Pricing. And with this tool, you can control the prices for your product. So now how you can control the prices by defining the rule parameters. You can also set the minimum price and maximum price, and you can also select the SKUs on which you want to automate pricing. So this does not happen that it automatically does for all the products. So you have to select the SKUs for which you want to do the automate pricing, and you also have to set the minimum and maximum price so that there is a range which is set below which and above that the price will not automatically vary. Okay. Now, why do you should, what are the possible advantages of using this automate pricing by setting up minimum price and maximum price? So you would see that sometimes the offers are suppressed due to some pricing error, right? So if you set up a minimum price and maximum price, then there are low chances of getting this suppression due to pricing error. Okay. Um, Again, the major advantage is that the changes would happen automatically, so you don't have to constantly keep monitoring that what are the changes that I should do. I should visit each and every time after a certain time that you again visit, and then again have to change the prices. So you can set up a minimum and maximum price, and this tool would automatically vary the prices within that range. Okay. Another is that if you have set up the rule, it's very easy to set up. You can quickly add the SKUs as soon as you have set up the minimum and maximum price, and this would start working. So it's a very simple process. If you want to use this tool, if you think this tool would be useful for you, you can go on the top right search bar and search for automate pricing. So you would be taken to this tool where you can add the SKUs, where you can set up the minimum and maximum price, and then you can define the rule parameters basis which the price would change automatically. And because of say buy box price change or some other events as you choose while setting up the tool, and you would not need to revisit each and every time to change the pricing. Let's go to our next program, which is called as EasyShip Prime. So EasyShip Prime is a program which is offered to EasyShip sellers. And this program is currently by eligibility and limited to the high performing guaranteed delivery sellers. So if you are an EasyShip seller and you want to offer Prime to the customers, you can do that through the EasyShip Prime program. So this is by eligibility. So in case we have got some performance requirements that you need to meet to be eligible for EasyShip Prime. So if you want to check your eligibility, what you have to do is just go to Seller Central on the top right, search for EasyShip Prime. As soon as you search for EasyShip Prime, you will be taken to the EasyShip Prime help page. There you will find a page where you can request for Prime to check your eligibility. We'll check your eligibility and we would respond to you within 2 business days via email about whether you are eligible for the program or not. So why is this program eligibility based? Because the Prime customers, they expect their packages to be delivered quickly. So we have some performance criteria which is required, which talks about the cancellation rate, about the late shipment rate, and all these performance parameters, you should be matching the performance requirements of the program. So if you meet and maintain the performance requirements of the program, you can get Prime badge for your EasyShip listings as well. Once you get enrolled into EasyShip Prime, you will be required to ship all your products either the same day or the next day. So you should be operationally ready to do that. Next is that your offers will also have to offer free shipping. So you cannot charge any shipping charges if you are under EasyShip Prime. So if you can order quickly, if you can ship out your products quickly on the same day or the next day, and you will be able to offer free delivery on your products, you can go and search for EasyShip Prime on your products, and you can then check for your eligibility. We'll reach out to you over an email and we'll let you know about the eligibility check. Now, the next program that we have, this program is called Minimum Order Quantity. This program is applicable for EasyShip, FBA, as well as SellerFlex. So, and this program helps you to sell your low price selection in a potentially profitable manner. Okay, so what happens is a lot of customers, a lot of sellers have given this feedback that we are unable to sell our selection, which is of the low price, on Amazon, because we have to charge delivery charges extra. The cost of selling is a little on the higher front. So a lot of products which are lower in price are not, they are not able to list on Amazon. So what you can do is you can use this program, which is called as minimum order quantity. So minimum order quantity limit, this is a customer facing offer level attribute, in which what happens is you set up a minimum order quantity. So say you go ahead and set up a minimum order quantity of 3. So that means if a customer wants to buy this product, the customer will only be able to buy 3 or more quantities of this product. Now, how does this help you? So all the shipping fees, the weight handling fees which is there, is charged on per shipment basis and not on per unit basis. So consider that you have a product of 100 grams, and if you are shipping 3 units in one shipment, so your shipment weight is 300 grams, which comes in the 0 to 500 grams bucket. Okay, so you would be charged for shipping charge of the shipment, which is 0 to 500 grams charges, whatever are the charges for EasyShip, FBA, and SellerFlex, and in that cost you are shipping 3 units to the customer. Now that you have set up the minimum order quantity 3, so customer will not be able to buy 1 or 2 quantity. So customer will have to buy 3. However, the customer can buy any number of quantities more than 3. So customer can buy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, any number of quantities. Just that you set up a minimum order quantity. Okay, this is applicable to all the listings on EasyShip, FBA, and SellerFlex, which are priced up to 500 rupees. Okay, so if your product price is up to 500 rupees, then you can set up an MOQ. And to set up an MOQ, to check what all products are eligible for MOQ, again, you can go to Seller Central, go to top right on the search bar and type in MOQ and click on search. So what would happen is an MOQ help page would open up. This would talk about, give you more details about how MOQ works, what all features are covered, and then you can go for this. MOQ is especially applicable if I talk about the upcoming festive season. So there are products such as Diwali lights, then there are products like gift boxes, there are bowls, there are candles, there are diyas, which are low priced and can be sold potentially through the minimum order quantity. Now that we have talked about 3 programs, I'll just revisit you. One was Automate Pricing, in which we talked about where you can use this tool and automate your price. You can set up a minimum and maximum price range, and then the pricing would vary between this range. You don't have to go every time to change the price. Next program was EasyShip Prime. This is applicable for EasyShip sellers, where basis your current performance eligibility, you can get Prime tag for your EasyShip listings as well. Just go to Seller Central, type in EasyShip Prime, and you can fill up a form to check your eligibility. Next tool is the program that we have is minimum order quantity, which you can use for your listings and your offers, which are priced up to 500 rupees. So you can set up the minimum number of units that the customer will have to order in order to get, in order to place the order, and you would save on the shipping fees, because the shipping charges, the weight handling fees will be on per shipment basis and not on per unit basis. Next is we talk about some operational tools which you can use. There are some activities through which you can handle your operations better. So as you know, with the festive season, the demand would also potentially rise, and potentially you would also get more work to handle, more orders to handle. So these are some of the ways in which you can handle your operations better. These are recommendations in nature, and you are free to choose which all to adopt to. One is 7-day working. So currently what basis the feedback that we received on the poll as well. So there are a lot of sellers that are already working on 7-day. So there are some sellers who work on 6 days. So say, for example, you are working on Monday to Saturday, and then you take a off on Sunday. So what happens is all the customers which are say ordering on Saturday, these orders will be shipped out on Monday. So there is already a 1-day delay, right? So when you enable the 7-day operations for your Easy Ship, Self Ship, or even Seller Flex, so you can improve your delivery speed by up to 1 day. So all the orders that you get on Saturday, they can potentially be shipped on Sunday itself, right? Another way in which this helps you is that one is the delivery speed increased by 1 day. So the customers will receive their packages 1 day early. And the second advantage is that, sorry, the second advantage is that if you're not operating on Sunday, Monday you might have increased load, because of which you have, I mean, there could be some difficulties that you would face on Monday. So if you also operate on Sunday all 7 days, so your workload will also be evenly balanced throughout the week. So if you want to enable 7-day, you can go to Seller Central. Under that, there's an option of settings, and then you can go to shipping settings. And under shipping settings, you can just scroll down to this tab, which is called as operating days. Okay. When you go on operating days, click on edit and check the tick box before Sunday. And you can click on save. This will enable all 7-day working for you. So you will start receiving orders even for ESD of Monday, Sunday. And you can help with the faster delivery, and you can also help to manage your workload by distributing it evenly throughout the week. Okay, so now when we talk about the upcoming festive season, so we might also potentially we can see a lot of inflow of orders that could happen to you. So now to handle your operations better, as a good practice, what you can do is, instead of choosing one single time when you process all the orders, you can clear the pending orders 3 times in a day. So you can clear once at 10 a.m., once at 12:30 p.m., and then once again at 6 p.m. Okay, this would help you to distribute your workload even throughout the day, and also enable the fulfillment of delivery promise, and would also help you to reduce your misses on any late shipments. So this is a good practice. A lot of sellers already do that, where they clear their pending orders 3 times in a day at least. You can vary this as per your requirements. This is a good practice. Another good practice for the upcoming festive season is that you should also have a necessary power backup and a secondary internet. So in case you get a power failure, so you should have a power backup so that your essential operations can still run. Sometimes you also face internet issues, because of which an internet service is not working. So you can also have a secondary internet, which will ensure that you are able to process the orders on time and dispatch and hand over the orders on time. In case you are a guaranteed delivery or an EasyShip Prime seller, please ensure that you have to schedule the pickup for all the guaranteed delivery orders which you have received till 12:30 p.m. in Seller Central in the same day 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. slot. Okay, I believe all the guaranteed delivery and EasyShip Prime sellers attending this session would already know this. Just a reminder that if you are enrolled in these programs, please follow these timelines as well. Okay, another good practice, another way to handle your operations better is using the first slot. So for all the EasyShip sellers, you get 2 slots to schedule your pickup and get your pickup done. So one is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Second is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So so what happens is, if you have orders ready, if you can schedule the pickup, you can also use the first slot. So this would also help to ensure that the delivery promise that we have made to the customers, this is better managed. So you can start scheduling, you can choose to schedule even in the first slot as a good practice. The first slot is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is applicable for the EasyShip sellers. Okay. Another important thing, which is very important with respect to the upcoming festive season, this is to manage your order flow control. Yeah. So say in case you are there in the middle of festive season and there is something happening because of which you are unable to process the orders temporarily. So what you can do is you can go ahead and put your account on vacation, right? So as soon as you put your account on vacation, from that time you would stop receiving the new orders, but the orders that you have already received, you will still need to fulfill them on time. So if there are any temporary issues, say in case there is a machine failure in your warehouse, say in case there is some weather issue because of which you are not able to operate. So what you can do is you can go ahead and put your account on vacation, and so that you don't receive more orders, whatever you have received, you can process them. And once you are back to action, once you can operate again, you can just close these vacation settings and you will start receiving the orders. Right. So these vacation settings are available again on the settings account info, and there you can put your account on vacation. In case you don't find that option, you can again go ahead and search on the search bar available on Seller Central. You can search for vacation and it would give you a step-by-step instruction on how to put your account on vacation. If you are already an EasyShip Prime seller and if you are unable to manage the increased Prime orders, so there's also an option to just control the Prime order volume. Right. So you can go to shipping settings under EasyShip settings. There is also where you see the Prime slider. There is a link to control the Prime order volume. You can go there and set the maximum number of Prime orders that you want to receive in a day. And then you can handle the Prime order volume better. Okay. So we would want to just again take you through the summary. So first we talked about how we set up the detail page. So it should have the title, it should have the bullet points, it should have the right browse node, it should have the right description. Then we also talked about keywords. Keywords are how your products are matched, how your products are matched to the search which is done by customers. Then for buy box eligibility, if the products are sold by more than one sellers, then one seller would be winning the buy box. So what steps you should do to get the buy box, we discussed about that. Then we also discussed about how we can make the offers more lucrative for the customers. So we can offer coupons. So these are seller powered coupons, entirely self-service. So you can just go on Seller Central and configure these coupons. No redemption, no code required while making the purchase itself. Customers can redeem these coupons. You can also use sponsored products. These sponsored products will help to feature your product. So this can potentially help to get more visibility for your products. Especially during the festive season, there is potentially higher number of customers visiting the websites. So sponsored products can help you to tap that demand as well. You can also use automate pricing if you don't want to change the price again and again. You can use the automate pricing tool. You can set up a minimum and maximum range and the pricing can automatically vary in between this. If you're an EasyShip seller, you can even opt for EasyShip Prime, which would help you to get Prime tag for your products. This comes with the performance requirements which you should maintain. Minimum order quantity, this program you can use to, minimum order quantity we also call it as MOQ. So you can use this program to sell your low price selection. So any selection that you have, any listings that you have till 500 rupees, INR 500, you can use minimum order quantity to sell that selection. Now on the operations part, how you can handle your operations better, you can choose to work on 7-day working. So instead of operating on 6 days, you can operate on all 7 days. You will be able to offer up to 1 day faster delivery to the customers. You will also be able to handle your workload better. Then is the order processing routine. Instead of processing the orders once in a while, as a good practice, you can fix up the time slots that you want to process the orders. So like one of the good practice could be that you want to say process at 10 a.m., 12:30 a.m. and then 6 p.m. You can vary basis your requirements. So we can do that. And then is shipping out in the first slot. So we have got 2 slots for all the EasyShip sellers. So there is one slot which is 4 p.m., 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then there is another morning slot, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if your products are ready, you might even want to choose that slot so that the chances of getting late and chances of the on-time delivery to the customer also increases further. You can also manage your order flow control in case there are some temporary issues because of which you cannot receive more orders, you will be unable to process more orders. What you can do is you can put your account on vacation so that temporarily you don't receive any more orders. And once you are ready to operate back again, uh, you can again put your account off vacation, and then again you start receiving the orders. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.